Greetings and welcome to the People's Ascension for the last day of our month of One-Shots charity drive. We are here today. I am super excited because today is a horror double feature. Two very great games coming up today. We are, of course, starting with Sandra's When the End Comes, and I am really excited to see what we have going on. More about that in just a minute. Because first and foremost, as a reminder, this is a charity event, and specifically all of the donations that we've received throughout the month of July and anything more we get today, because this is the last day in the month, will be going towards the National Abortion Federation and the Center for Reproductive Rights. You can scroll down just a little bit from where you are watching this, and there should be a little banner that you can click on, and a link just beneath that will take you to the donation page, and that's how you can help us out. You can also see right down over there are the charity buys, uh, and you can affect the game. You can be a part of the game and help us or hinder us or scare the crap out of us, whatever you think is most fun. Be on the player side, be on the GM side. I love when the chat seems to pick sides and we're going back and forth with players getting rerolls and somebody making it harder. It's a great time. So if you would like to help out, if you like what we're doing, if you like the story, and you want to support this very important cause, because it's a very important cause, that's the best way to do it. And of course, if you can't support monetarily, because I know not everybody can, the best way to help out in a non-monetary fashion is just to tell people about it. So while I'm going on about this, while we introduce ourselves, go retweet on Twitter, go hit up various Discords, stick your head out the window and yell about the show. Whatever you need to do to bring people into the game and hopefully get some more donations flowing in. Specifically, I want to talk just a little bit about these two organizations before we get going, because they are very important. They do very important work. The first one, the National Abortion Federation, there are actually two funds that they are working with right now, where this money will be going. The first one is to help support the providers of these various services, the clinics and the doctors and the people who staff those places, because they are in just as much danger and just as much threat and just as much difficulty as the people who need them are right now. So part of that fund goes towards training and staffing and logistics and all that stuff that is necessary to keep everything stocked, keep everybody paid, keep everybody doing what they need to be doing. And then the second half of the National Abortion Federation is the Dr. Morgan Teller Patient Relief Fund, which specifically goes towards patients, people who need various procedures or assistance in whatever way. And that goes not only towards paying for those things, but providing them with travel advisors to, get them from point A to point B safely, with well-vetted places to stay and well-vetted avenues for them to travel and whatnot, as well as setting up family care, child support, whatever need be, food along the road. It covers the entire process. So between helping providers and helping the people who need these various procedures and other forms of assistance, they help out with that, the abortion access part of that, and that's very important right now. The other half of what we're supporting, the Center for Reproductive Rights, is, of course, the worldwide main advocacy group for reproductive rights. For a long time, they've been focused overseas in other countries that don't have these inherent rights. And now we've lost them, so they're refocusing back on the U.S. to help advocate and provide legal assistance for not only the big players, not only corporations, not only Congress and whatnot, but individuals and clinics. So money going towards the Center for Reproductive Rights is very important now. So these two organizations are doing such important, such life-changing, world-shaping work. If you like what we're doing, please donate. Any little bit helps, and it'll help us tell a great story, because we'll use those donations to make some good fun. Anyway, I think I've been rambling on enough. You're already here, you know enough about me. This whole month has not been about me or my channel. If you want to learn more about what I have going on, there should be some boxes still remaining down in the About section. You can go check out our Twitter, or YouTube, or Discord. But we're here to tell we're here to tell a good story for charity. So let's get to that, and first and foremost introduce all of these lovely people I have with me. So let's actually start. Let's actually start with the whole reason why we're here. The provider, the creator of this fantastic game, Sandra. Thank you so much for agreeing not only to run this, but for making this fantastic game. I am super looking forward to it. What do you have going on, and where can we find you?
Yes, thank you. My name is Sandra Catherine. I can be found on Twitter and on H under that same name. And where and that's on H is also where you can find this game. I had so much fun making this during the Breathless Jam. It's based on a Breathless SRD. And I'm very lucky to have been able to run this game a couple of times already, also on different streams. So I'm very happy to do that the same way. For me, it's tonight because I'm in Europe.
Yes, thank you for working with the various time zones we have involved. I know how difficult that can be. All right. Next up, we have over to my this direction. We have Hamna. Thank you so much for joining us. Where can we find
Yes,
you? What do you have
hello.
going on?
Yes, hello everybody. My name is Hamna and I use any and all pronouns and I am a TTRPG performer. You can find me on Twitter at @shahid_, where I talk about all of the different projects that I'm a part of. I'm on a variety of different streams, on a variety of different channels. So honestly, the best place to find me is on Twitter to see where I'm at any given point in time. Tonight, actually, I will be on D20 Deathmatch, which is at, I believe, 9 p.m. Eastern Time today. So if you like to see a one-on-one PvP in a gladiator style arena, I'm going to be doing that tonight.
Mm, fun. All right. Up next we have Meg with us. It was great talking about your character during our session zero. I'm excited to see what you have going on. Where can we find more of you?
Hey, I am Meg. You can find me on Twitter at Narnia's Pants, where I'm currently panicking because I have 2 weeks left before school starts. I wasn't planning at being at this current location, but I got to restock. So if you scroll back, I'll probably be retweeting it later because I've already been getting wonderful support on my Amazon list and just getting financial donations, which help me feed my kids because food scarcity is a thing in America. As well as stocking my music classroom with anything and everything I can find to make musical things happen in my classroom. I am also going to do one more charity game tomorrow over on TEA, or T like the beverage, ERPG. It is a fundraiser charity that Halfling Nikki has been doing for Glisten as part of her birthday celebration. And tomorrow's game is an all Leos Good Society game. So it's gonna be very gay and very chaotic, and I'm here for it. For those of you that don't know, Good Society is kind of like a Bridgerton-esque kind of TTRPG. It's a lot of fun. So we have that set up, and that'll be 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm still bad at time zones because I'm in Central and no one ever thinks about me. That being said, I do have Tuesdays at 6:30 Central because I have a Canadian DM who lives in my time zone. Um, 6:30 p.m. Central, I am over on Ballad of the Seven Dice, and we are doing a horror homebrew. And I never thought I'd be in a horror game in my life because we always forget that it's a horror game until he pulls out some nasty stuff, and we're like, oh. So come check us out for the laughter, the feels. This is a very emotional season. I just got done yelling at like my best friend last week, so it's great. My DM has been doing a lot of revamps of classic American songs. Last week he did Skater Boy. It's like weird proper English, but yeah, that's where you can find me and everything I do. And yeah.
All right. Sounds like some great stuff. And of course, rounding us out, you may remember from Boy Problems. That was not on this channel, but we've played together before, and I'm excited to welcome you on to my channel, Mal. Mal, who are you? Where are you? What are you doing?
Hi, so my name is Mallory Mize. A lot of people call me Mal. Feel free to do so. So normally you can find me over on the channel that I co-run with my best friend. It's called Homebrews and Homebodies, and it is a lot of TTRPGs, all of which have some sort of homebrew element to them, either through story or through mechanic. from me or one of our other lovely cast members. I'm a GM and a player over there, as well as like one of the producers, obviously. Outside of Homebrews and Homebodies, you can always find me on Ladies of D&D. I've been really lucky to play with them quite a bit, which is awesome. We just finished season 1 of our show Ladies of Lake last week. Yeah, last week. And we'll be back for season 2 early next year, hopefully, which is really exciting. And if you need other VODs from me, I was Xenia on the DAT network when we played Avatar. So yeah, life's been really busy lately. But this is actually my last stream before Gen Con. So if you are at Gen Con and you see someone of a non-binary specificness with blue hair, it might be me. Feel free to come say hi. But yeah, I think that's it. At Gen Con, I'm doing a couple different things. So I'll be around. And then I'll be back on Homebrews when we're back in town.
All right, awesome. Well, that is everybody. I think with that, we're ready to get into our game. One last time, I will remind you we have some charity buys down below that you can help not only support the charity but help us tell a great game. And I'll pass it over to Sandra to kick off our story.
Yes, thank you. Before we start, I wanted to say that this is a horror game, so safety is very important. So I wanted to give a couple of trigger warnings, which I will say that this game may contain mentions of blood, injuries, almost most certainly death. So there are a couple of things if you feel triggered in any way, shape, or form, feel free to step away for a bit. We discussed lines and fills together, and the players can throw up an X sign if they feel any way uncomfortable. So and then I will change directions immediately. Just for a very small explanation about this game, the main thing you need to know is that there are skill checks which have an initial die attributed to it. Default is a D4, but the 3 skills the characters are more proficient in will have a D6, a D8, or a D10 assigned to it. Each time they use a skill, the skill die is going to drop 1 rating. So from a D10, it becomes a D8, D6, and a D4 is the lowest you can get, because by that time your chances of succeeding have been diminished to nearly impossible. Stress points will function as this game's kind of help points, so to say. And when you gain your 3rd point of stress, you die. What happens when you die? I guess we're going to find out in the course of these next 2.5 hours. To jump into that story, we meet the employees of Diagonal, a mid-tier restaurant, but it's trying to update or maybe even expand a little bit as they're preparing or packing for work retreat. Zane, I'm gonna start with you. Could you describe your character and tell us what you're up to?
Yeah, so I think Zen is who uses they them pronouns is a rather short 5'2" dark-skinned brown person. And they are currently standing in front of their like big minivan that is packed to the brim with like boxes and like camping gear and all sorts of really random assortment of items. You see like there's a bunch of like there's like like balloons and balls and things like that, because Zen is the general manager for the restaurant that we all work at, and they're actually the ones that planned this whole retreat, and it's meant to be a company bonding exercise, and they will make sure that everybody has a good time and we all come out of it closer than we were before. They're sort of right now, like I think like hands on their hips. They're both of their arms like covered in tattoos. They have like this fine black hair that's like closely shaved to their head, and they're kind of just like muttering to themselves, trying to make sure that they have each item that they've mentally got like a checklist in their head, that they've got everything down pat.
Hey. Elliot, can you describe what you look like or what you're doing at this moment?
Yeah, so I think that Elliot, who is like sort of a little bit taller than average, um she's got like blonde hair that's kind of pulled up in this ponytail, lots of freckles, like bright blue eyes, and she's just sort of in this like matching like black leggings with like a black top situation. She's got like a duffel bag and a backpack, both that maybe look like a little too nice. Like like most people, like when they go to like some retreat where they're out in the woods, or like bring like an older bag that could definitely get ruined, and she's got like bags that are a little too nice for this, and she's probably thinking it's going to be like not as adventure-y as it might be. But she is just gonna probably throw the extra bags, or her duffel bag and her backpack, like in the back seat, either in Zane's car, or if she needs to drive, she'll put it in her car. Whatever kind of works for everybody, whatever the driving situation is.
Yeah, we'll get back to that, I think,
Yeah.
in a minute. What do you think about this plan?
Oh,
Getting
she's not here for it. The wilderness is not for her. She's like, when Zane was so excited about a cabin in the woods, she was like, no, this sounds horrible. Do I have to do, like, is it company required, or is this like an optional situation? Because if it's optional, I think I'll stay home. And then Zane told her that it was required, and she was like, well, I guess I like my job enough to suffer in the woods for a day or two. And then if I need to, like, if I'm really uncomfortable, I'll just fake sick and go home.
Okay, Lizzie, could you describe yourself, and what do your preparations look like?
So Lizzie's like 5'4". She's got like shoulder length brown hair, and it's also tied up in a ponytail because her and Ellie are like besties. And she has her fuzzy pen in her hair, and she's just like rambling at 1,000 miles an hour, just like, oh my god, I can't believe we get to go camping. I've never been camping. Have you gone camping before? I really want to go camping. I'm actually really excited. I hope nothing bad happens. I heard some really bad tales about the woods, and I don't know. Well, I don't think anything will happen. And nothing bad could happen on this trip, right? It's a corporate trip. What could go wrong? And just kind of like going. Like wigging out. And she's like, "Oh, do you think that Zane's gonna be driving? Do you know how well Zane drives? What about the new guy? Do you know how the new guy drives? Are we all taking our cars? What's going on? Nobody talks to us about this. What's happening?" And so just kind of like just panicked and excited all at once. Like there's no direction, and she hates it because she's the hostess and she's used to just telling people where to go, and now she doesn't get to do that. She's just like, usually I know everything and I know nothing now. So she's freaking out. But like just very excited.
Aaron, could you describe yourself for us, please?
Yes, okay. So Aaron is in front of this small, dingy mirror, in a small, dingy bathroom in a small, dingy apartment that he lives in, and he's just looking at himself. He's going through his skincare routine, making sure his hair is just right, getting the beard brushed out, and you you got this, man. We're gonna be good. Company work retreat. Don't know these people, but I'm gonna know these people, and they're gonna be my best friends. We're gonna be tight. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a great weekend. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. You got this. You got this, man. You got this. All right. and I'll move over. I have a briefcase, like a real professional black leather briefcase, and I have some snacks in there. I have a spatula in there that says property of diagonals. I kind of look at it and sigh. Just grab like some stacks of paper that don't have anything to do with what we have going on. I just put those in there and close that down and go over to my duffel bag. And I'm putting in way more than I need. I got like 3 pairs of shoes in there. I got like 5 shirts, like 2 cans of Axe. It way over prepared. But I make sure that I am nice and put together. I have a very professional polo shirt on. I have a I because layers are everything. Layers are very important. I have a flannel shirt over top. I grab my Princeton University uh, uh, windbreaker, throw that on. I have a very nice pair of khakis. Everybody is always commenting on the khakis, so I wear the khakis. They're a little tight, but people seem to like them, so that's what we're going with. And some boots that are brand new, never worn before. I'm totally gonna get blisters, but it's you gotta have boots to go camping in the woods. And I will take all of this stuff, my overstuffed duffel bag, my completely unnecessary briefcase, and head down to a very nice car, way nicer than the apartment that I'm in, and put that in the back and sit down and look in front of the mirror. Yeah, you got this, man.
Okay, I now have a question for all of you. What is the worst thing that could happen this weekend? So I'm just gonna do the same round, saying what's the worst thing that could happen this weekend for you?
Nobody participates in any of the activities. Everybody hates the trip. And instead of it being a bonding trip for all of us at the company, all of us at the restaurant, we actually come out of it hating each other. That would be the worst thing.
Elliot, for you?
Probably being forced to bond with people that she doesn't enjoy in the first place. Like, I mean, the job is cool and all, but like Ellie likes Lizzie and everybody else, she's like, you're an acquaintance. So she's like, I don't want to be super close with everybody, but I will. She knows that she will participate because Zane is really excited about it. And if she hadn't seen them be so excited about it, she probably wouldn't be participating this weekend at all. But she has a heart, but she's just like, I don't want to be here in the first place. Please don't make me do anything more than necessary. Or if Zane was like, we're gonna camp outside for a night, she would be like, hard pass. No thanks.
Lizzie, what would be the worst thing that could happen?
Um, there's probably like two that would be like tied together, but it's like that somebody like she loses a friend, like a personal thing, like her and Ellie just come out like hating it kind of a thing. Like someone just doesn't like her. Like and we're not about that. Or like Zane just ends up really like crying because something like she cares a little too much. And so she's like she really wants everything to go really well. Um and she's afraid that like someone's just gonna hate her by the end of it. She doesn't know why, but that's just like always her like fear. Like so something just goes really wrong on all ends and I end up being the bad guy.
Mm. Okay, clear. Aaron, what's the worst thing that could happen this weekend?
The worst thing that could happen this weekend would probably be people figuring out that I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. Um, I don't know why I'm here. I'm not a great cook. I don't even have my own spatula. I have to bring one from the shop. I mean the restaurant. so I hope I don't need to cook. But I'm really good at talking to people, so as long as we're all friends afterwards, I guess that's okay. I will also point out that we got our first $50 donation from Hessen. Thank you so much, punishing me and Aaron for bringing 2 cans of Axe, like a preteen boy. So feel free to make it harder, especially on Aaron for his 2 stupid cans of Axe.
I will make sure of that.
Feel free to save that make it harder to whenever it is most narratively appropriate for you.
I will. I will definitely will. um, Zane, I'm gonna go back to you to tell us what you have arranged for transportation. Do you have invited everybody to drive yourself, or is everyone going with their own vehicles or carpooling?
Yeah, I think Zane has offered to carpool, but it's not like a mandatory we have to go in the same car kind of situation. So I think Zen has enough room in their minivan for everybody if we all wanted to go together. But they kind of left it open to be like, if you would rather arrange your own transportation, you're more than happy to do so. So I will actually ask my fellow employees, what did you decide to do? Did you want to come with, or did you go in your own car?
I would probably ask Lizzie, what what do you want to do? Because as much as I am not extremely excited about what's about to happen, Lizzie is. And so if it'll make Lizzie happy to carpool, then we will carpool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I want Zane to be happy. We're gonna carpool. There's plenty of room with the van. Why wouldn't you want to carpool? Save the
You know,
planet and all that, right?
yeah.
Like just
Save the planet, save on gas money. Yeah.
That's expensive these days, you know? So,
Mhm, mm.
That's
what
horror in
about you,
itself.
Aaron?
Oy,
Yeah, yeah. Aaron's all for carpooling. Save some resources, bond with the teams, and I get to share my road jams mix, which will be good fun for everybody. So I'll drive over with I don't know what kind of car he drives, but it's nice. He'll drive over with his really nice car and spend way too long parallel parking, and finally get out with his briefcase and his duffel bag and make his way over.
I do need to ask you, what exactly is in Aaron's road jam mix?
I
What kind
don't
of music is it? This is
Yeah.
very important.
I don't know.
This
What
is
do
a
people
first
like this listen
impression,
to?
so
Country Roads Take Me Home is track number 1.
All right,
yes.
We got back for track number 2.
there we go.
Then we circle back to the beginning. It is those two songs.
Yep. Yep.
Those two on repeat. I really hope this is not a long drive.
There we go.
Yeah, it's a 3 hour drive, so you'll
Oh.
probably know these lyrics by heart.
Dear Lord.
No, there has to be like good car songs.
Photograph by Nickelback.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's definitely in there. That's definitely in there. Uh,
Every Time We Touch by Cascada.
Yes.
Motley
What are
Crue's
my
"Kickstart My Heart."
reference list?
There we go. That's what I was looking for.
Okay. After probably around 3 hours driving, and at least for the last hour or something, you have seen nothing but trees and grass around you, bushes. The road has even gone from a paved road to a dirt track many miles back. But after a bumpy ride, you arrive at a clearing in a forest. In front of your car, you see this wooden house, not even a cabin. It's a house actually with multiple floors. You have this first or ground floor. I'm always confused with how to say that in English. But we'll go with the first floor. A second floor and a third one, which is probably the attic. In front of the house, there is this small, beautiful porch. And to the right of it is what you gather to be a hatch, probably to the basement. And If you look through the trees a bit to the north of this building, you see the faint glistening of water. Then you read something about a lake in the vicinity, but you didn't know it was this close. So that's a nice extra for this trip. You are able to park the car or van. I don't know what you're driving. Very close to this building or to this house. And there's also a nice grass field around surrounding it. Just this open clearing with one road that ends here. So I'm gonna ask you, what are you going to do?
I come
And
on the top.
sorry, say that one more time.
Dibs on the top bunk.
Well, I would surely hope that this house doesn't have bunk beds and has just regular beds. But if there is bunks, sure, you can have the top bunk. I think then like parks the car, walks out, and they're wearing like this like white collared shirt that's like rolled up to the elbows, and they kind of like look around and they say, "All right, so who wants to help unpack?"
Yeah, yeah. I can grab people's bags. I got my stuff.
How come you brought a briefcase?
I mean, it's a business trip. Um, I'm just used to bring briefcases. Honestly, you gotta have everything you need, nice and well organized in the right place. There's a. Can I grab anyone's bags?
Fancy young man.
I'm good. I've got mine. Lizzie, where are your bags?
I put my stuff with yours.
Oh, okay. I didn't see it. I'll grab yours too. I
Okay.
I should be able to carry it all.
Well, no, I mean Aaron's offering.
Well, I mean, Zane also has a whole thing in the back full of stuff. Did you not see the balloons and things? There's a
just-
lot.
I just thought that was part of the setup for later. That we'd come back for that later. I thought it was like our bedtime stuff. And then we would come back out for all the party stuff.
I mean, that's fine. If you want Aaron to carry your bags, I'm not gonna argue. I just thought I'd offer.
I'm sure I can handle all of this. I'll just
Uh,
Aaron just grab. All right, I got it.
You're amazing.
Roll me a strength check for that one.
Oh boy.
Oh gosh.
Me and my D4 strength.
Yeah,
None of
all of
us
your
are good.
D4 strengths.
That's a 1.
I love to have a 50-50 shot
Oh.
of dropping all of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and with a 1.
And I feel like I lean down into the trunk and pick up this like really big box of something and stand up and just fall over backwards.
Oh my god, I'll help you up.
Oh no, that's oh, that is gonna stain. No, that I got it. I got it.
That's
Everything's
not the
fine.
impression you wanted to make on your fellow coworkers. I guess that's gonna give you probably some stress. That's more like a mental stress. You feel like you have to make something up later on, probably.
Yeah, I'm like down in the dirt. My khakis are getting all grass stained, and trying to scoop everything back up into this box as quickly as I can.
That's okay. There's nothing fragile in that box. And I think Zane goes over and like grabs another one of the boxes and walks over and hands it to to Lizzie. Here you go. That one's you can take this one inside, and they will go and grab another box and then give it over to Ellie. And this one's for you.
Got it.
Just I think the second floor would be good for all that stuff.
Yeah, we can do that. Is the house unlocked?
Uh,
That's a good question. And Zen kind of like hurriedly runs up to the front porch.
you have gotten some information up front that there would be a key under the doormat.
And they will look under the doormat for the key. Do I find it?
Yeah, it's there.
Perfect. They'll take it, they'll put it in, and open the door.
Okay. What you see down here is you immediately step into a large living room with a fireplace at the other end of this room, a couch, a couple of comfortable chairs, a dining table with 6 chairs surrounding it. To your left, you see the stairs, and underneath stairs, you see another door. You'll figure it's probably going to also an entrance to the basement. And straight up ahead, next to the fireplace, you have this door which is open, and through there you see a stove. So that's probably the kitchen.
And I think Zane is just like standing with the door, like holding the door open and like ushering people inside.
Hey, Zane, good pick on the place. I'm not gonna lie to you, I was really nervous this was gonna be one of those really tiny cabins where there would be like no privacy whatsoever and things like that, because bonding time or whatever, at least that's how it was when we did this at my old job. But this is actually really cool.
Only the best for everybody working at Diagonal. I'm not gonna lie, I did try to get like an actual cabin, but they were all booked. You know, it's camping season and all of that. This was
Yeah,
last minute, so
it's still a really good find though. Yeah, yeah. Uh,
all right,
Uh,
yeah.
to the second floor we go, and I'm just gonna kind of nod at Lizzie and head upstairs.
Hey, you find yourself in a corridor there with 4 doors. You open the first one, which is a bedroom. You see a king size bed in that one. The next door you open is a bathroom. The third one next to that is another bedroom with also a king size bed. And the fourth door on your right, that doesn't open. That seems to be locked.
Okay. I guess that's a little weird. Maybe it's like the maintenance closet or something where like the hot water tank and stuff is. I don't know. It just feels weird that they keep a door locked like that. You want to like just dump these in a bedroom for right now? I don't know what's in them, and so I don't really know what room is appropriate, but I guess a bedroom is good enough for now. Mm,
Sure.
cool. Yeah, so I'll just go to whatever bedroom is closest to me so I don't have to carry this box any farther than I have to, and I'll plunk it down in there.
That's probably the first one. You put also your stuff there, or
Lizzie, what bedroom do you want? Because it looks like there's two up here, and I don't know if there are any downstairs. And if I am bunking with somebody, I really need it to be you.
We can do this one. It'll be the second bedroom.
Sounds perfect. And I'm just gonna walk in and plop my duffel bag and my backpack on the bed.
Zane, Aaron, do you also walk up to the second floor already, or are you
Mhm.
still downstairs?
No, I got my box of stuff, and I'm sheepishly walking up the stairs behind everybody else.
Yeah, I think Zane went back to the minivan to grab like a bunch of other boxes and stuff and is like also going up, uh, following right behind Aaron probably, and is walking up as well.
Okay. You see that Ali and Lizzie have confiscated the third door, the room behind the third door in this on this floor. And as you see, there's only one bedroom here.
Oh, I could have sworn they said that there were going to be 3 bedroom. Hold on. Let me go check. And Zen goes over to the door that's not the bathroom and tries to open it. Huh. Weird that this one is locked. Maybe there's a key somewhere. Hey, have y'all seen like a key or something to this door? They said that there were 3 bedrooms, I think, in this house.
Not unless the keys are downstairs, because I haven't seen them up here. We looked in all 3 rooms that would open when we got up here.
Anybody know how to pick a lock?
I mean, I can give it a try, but I don't have I don't. And she like feels her hair and she's like, I don't think I put any bobby pins in today.
All I have is my fuzzy pen, but I don't know if it'll work. I can try. Maybe like one of the springs or something could work.
Worth a shot.
Okay. Well, does anybody else know? Aaron, do you know how to like pick a lock?
No,
Do you have anything in your briefcase that would help?
I don't. I don't think so. But that's fine. I'm sure there's a key somewhere, and if not, the couch downstairs looked comfy. I can take it.
No, don't worry. No, don't worry about it. If anybody's sleeping on the couch, I'll do it. You can take the bed.
But what if there's a killer?
Well, then it'll be a good thing that I'll be downstairs because they're not getting past me.
Lizzie, I told you no more late night scary movie nights. You
I know. I
can't do
messed
this
up and watched Cabin in the Woods last night. I didn't mean to. It was just on.
Then you change the channel.
Yeah, I couldn't find the remote.
I hate it when that happens.
I will, when we get back home, I will help you find your remote because there have been
Good to
too
know.
many days where you've come into work and tried to convince me that there's going to be a serial killer or a monster come into the restaurant when we're trying to serve breakfast, and I can't anymore. We can't do this every day.
Hey, Lizzie, have you considered getting like a streaming service instead? Then you don't really need a remote necessarily.
Yeah. A lot of them use your phone as your remote, and I know you don't lose your phone.
Yeah, but that's money. I'm a hostess. We don't make nearly as much as people think we do.
Yeah, I feel that one.
But I'll look into it. I think I show? That's not what I meant. I think I remember the there was this one show with this guy that like invents stuff out of like mundane kind of things. McGiver.
MacGyver?
And yeah, and he picked a lock once with something kind of like what's in my pen, but I don't remember what it's called. Maybe I can do that. And so I'll like try to get into the door with the pen.
I'll let you choose. Roll me an agility or an intellect.
I think I'll do intellect because it'll be funnier. I got a 2.
A 2. You're fiddling around with your fuzzy pen, trying to get this thing out. Probably the spring or something in there. With there's also that hard plastic attached to that where the ink is in. And you try to get these pins inside the lock to move or to, but you you fiddle around for maybe probably even a minute or so, and you it breaks off inside the lock. So now the lock is jammed. But as you do that, you do hear a sound on the other side of the door, and you cannot pinpoint what it is exactly, but it gives you a scare, especially with the movie you watched last night. I think you're gonna have to take a stress for that as well.
Fair. Oops. Sorry, guys. I don't think we can get in here anymore. It broke.
Zin's, I think, been like leaning over your shoulder this whole time, like watching very intently, and is like, huh. Well, I guess the couch it is. And they will go and grab a bunch of their stuff that like had been put into the room where Aaron is staying, and they'll just kind of say, "Are you okay with leaving all of the activity supplies in here with you?"
Oh, sure. Yeah, do you need me to set them up anyway?
I think we're okay for now. We'll probably start on all of our bonding exercises tomorrow. Today, I think we should all just relax from the drive and maybe do like a campfire or something, you know?
All right.
Wasn't the lake just on the other side over there?
Yeah. Did you want to go for a swim or something?
Yeah.
Then let's do it.
Okay.
Okay, you all I don't know if Ellie and Aaron are also going to participate in the company swim. um if that
Yeah, I'll
if
go
that's
down.
willing, or okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go. I don't know if I'll swim, but I'll go.
Okay. You see this beautiful lake. The water is calm. It's also at the probably around sunset at this moment. So you do have the sun disappearing behind the forest, behind the trees on the other side of the lake. It's a rather small lake, not that big, but it has trees surrounding it all the way. Um, so it's a really pretty sight, actually. Um, and there's a little bit, it's not really a beach idea, no sand or anything, but it's just grass transitioning into the water, where you can easily enter the lake. And there's enough space also to maybe even put up a campfire there. So you'll probably do that. Do you have any supplies brought with you, Zane, for either a campfire or fun activities around the campfire?
Above the table for the GM, does it have to be something in my items, or can I just say that like we have something?
You can just say what you think you would have
Cool.
brought.
Cool. In that case, yeah, I think that for the campfire, because Zan like over prepared for this trip, so there's like a bunch of like s'more making materials. You know, we've got like all of the like graham crackers, the marshmallows. Zan wanted to go off like authentic camping though, so there's no like metal sticks. You got to just find sticks in the area to use instead. And they also brought like an acoustic guitar for campfire songs as well.
Do you know how to play that?
No,
Good.
but I brought it.
Maybe some of your employees is able to do that. Um, who's gonna to take a dip into the lake? Lizzie?
Sure.
Aaron as well. Okay.
I'll help Zane set up the campfire. Much more interested in s'mores than swimming.
Okay, then I'm gonna ask an agility check from Aaron and Lizzie, and I'm gonna ask a perception check from Ellie and Zane.
I
By,
got.
by this time, it has probably gone a bit darker because the sun has set.
I got a 7. I have a
Perfect.
D8 on my agility.
Oh, perfect.
I also have a D8 on my agility and rolled an 8.
Hey.
Y'all
We
are
have
some
some
good
excellent-
swimmers.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, Aaron's gonna stand up, look at his now grass-stained pants, and just kind of shrug and take his shirt off. He has a strength of a D4. He's not a muscular guy, but he's tall, he's toned. He's a good-looking guy. He's just gonna take his shirt off and just run and leap into the lake.
And doesn't fail doing that. Looks amazing.
Yeah, Lizzie is in like this like cute little like two-piece because the second she offered to do the lake, she like switched out into her swimsuit. And it's just like, oh yeah, we'll watch this, and does like that really half like mediocre cartwheel. It works, and she's there. She doesn't stick the landing. It's not completely perfect. And so she does that. She just like flops back into the lake and just kind of lets the water like rush over her before she comes back up to the surface.
Okay. And what did your perception check come up with?
I got a 6.
I got a 3.
Okay. Ellie, you find a lot of good twigs and even larger pieces of wood in there. It's dry enough to be able to get that first spark and fire going. It takes a little bit, but you'll be fine to find enough material to stack on there, so that at the end, probably in half an hour's time, you'll have a decent enough campfire that you can sit around, which is warm enough where you can prepare your s'mores and marshmallows on there. Zane, you are able to gather bits and pieces, twigs, but there is the forest, the woods surrounding that clearing and that lake are pretty dense, a bit like you could see in my background. And because it's become darker at this moment, the sounds begin to creep up on you a little bit. Did you hear an owl or something? Or why did that twig snap a couple of meters to your right? It probably is nothing, but
Yeah, I think Zane hears all of this and is like a little bit unnerved, but like you said, just kind of like shakes it off. And it's like, we're in the woods. Of course, there's going to be sounds. There's animals running around everywhere. And so they just kind of, when Ellie comes back with like a whole bunch of like twigs and wood and stuff, they just kind of like shake it off and start helping build the fire.
yeah, with the two of you, that probably is around the time that Lizzie and Aaron would have been done swimming or had enough of that. There's a decent fire burning at this shore. And you gather all the things you have brought for this occasion. And there is this guitar laying around. I don't know if any of you would pick that up.
I think Zane kind of holds it up and just kind of goes, "Does anybody play?"
Yeah, I used to. I used to know how to play Stairway to Heaven. It was great.
Well,
I
let's
could,
hear it.
yeah, yeah. Gotta make sure it's in tune. All right.
Make me a presence roll for that to see how you do.
Okay.
See if Stairway to Heaven is the new campfire song. My
Or
new
any of
favorite
the
thing.
other ones that you
Anyway,
have heard on
here's
repeat.
Wonderwall.
Right. Okay. Me and another D4. It's another one.
Oh.
I spend way too long tuning it, and eventually, like, I just go to hit like the first string and twing.
You pulled that way too tight.
Yeah, no, yeah, you see the pin up here. I think it's faulty. When we get back, I can replace that for you.
That was
But
the yeah, yeah, maybe not music tonight then. And then kind of gingerly takes the guitar from you, like visibly like, okay, that's okay. That's okay. And like puts it away.
We could tell spooky stories. It's like camp, right?
I'm gonna ask you this in the nicest way I can because you know I love you. If a scary movie last night made you think that a killer is going to come here today, do you think spooky stories are maybe the best way to go for you to maybe not wake me in the middle of the night kicking me when you have a nightmare?
Maybe. Because we could change the endings and make them happy. They could start off scary and end on a good note. Maybe the bad guy gets caught, like a Scooby Doo story.
I'm here for a Scooby Doo story. We could do that. We could do a Scooby Doo story.
I'm
Okay.
going to have to say that showing of Aaron with the guitar has caused another stress for him. So
awesome. I'm gonna
mark
die
that
from
down.
humiliation at this point.
Probably.
Yep. No,
I don't know how good you are in ghost stories, but
I just pick up a stick nearby and just start like scratching at the ground.
Okay, so Scooby Doo stories. Lizzie, since this was your idea, why don't you go first?
Because I'm looking up synopses. Give me like 2 seconds. I'm like, wait, do I remember
We're
any
taking
of
an
these?
actual episode from the show. Oh my god.
The only movie that I like, because I love Scooby Doo as a kid, but the only movie I really think that I could maybe sum up half of is the cyber one with the virus that I
Yeah,
can't
I
even
can, like,
remember the
vaguely
name of,
remember
but I remember
that.
exactly what he looks like.
I could maybe do the Scooby Doo movie where they're at that one, like, fairground thing.
Oh, the island one with
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so let's say she just starts describing the plot of, like, one of the movies, and it's just going off hoping nobody notices. And, yeah, so we'll go with that.
I'm gonna ask you for this could go either way. Make me a presence roll or a resilience, maybe, because you're lying through your teeth in trying to convince the others that you know what you're talking about. So I'll let you choose.
Joke's on you, I'm always trying to do that. I'll do I'll roll presence because I'm trying to like up the storytelling aspect too. So I'm trying to like change a few details so it's not exactly like the movie, so nobody catches on.
Go for it.
And I got a 6. So
Nice.
I'm really good at telling stories.
Yes, you are. Yeah, it's the perfect story at this moment. For this moment.
And at the end, it was just the bank robber who was actually in disguise. It was a whole thing, but they got the bad guy in the end. See? I
Wow.
told you scary stories could be happy.
And a talking ocelot as part of the whole team, that's amazing. I would have never come up with that.
Yeah.
Is that the same guy from the restaurant they were at, or the one from the park?
From the park.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got it.
I love that. Honestly, that you should turn that into a movie. I feel like it would make a wonderful movie.
Well, if we survive the night, maybe we will. I mean, well, that came out scarier than I meant it to.
Yeah.
Sorry. Uh, Elliot, why don't you tell one?
You
I'm
know
just
what?
shoveling a
If
s'more in my
I was
mouth.
about to say, if I don't eat this s'more right now, it's just gonna get ruined because you can only let marshmallow sit for so long. And Elliot starts to shove s'mores in her face. She's made like 4 already. They're all sitting in front of her. So she's just gonna power drive through. Sorry, I can't. I've got marshmallows to eat, obviously. So someone else's turn.
All right. Well, I suppose I can go. And I think Zen goes on to tell a story that starts with the setting that we are in right now. I think they sort of like lean into all of the details of our campfire, our lake, our house, and everything. And they go into a tale about like a ghost that haunts the mansion, and they even use the detail about like the locked door to try and create this fake story about like a how that's the room where somebody died, and that's why the door is continuously locked, is because the body is still there to this day. And essentially like goes on to tell this story, and I think forgets to turn it into like a happy, like forgets to turn it into like a Scooby-Doo story, and it just ends up being a scary story straight up instead.
Make
I'm
me a
like I'm like latched onto Elliot.
Mm.
Like
Elliot is just nodding along, like, this is a very regular occurrence. I don't know that you all know that we watch scary movies when we're off work, but we do, and this is what happens. Very normal.
They make me a presence roll for that to
All
see
right, let's do it.
how good you are with the details on this story.
I have a D8 and I still rolled a 3.
Oh,
Whew. It still comes across as a very interesting or scary story because of what you're describing, because of the setting you're in, because of it could happen. Yeah, that could be really the case in this house and in this environment here in this area. And as you're telling that story, you're telling it really pretty well in a way that maybe you start to believe in it yourself a little bit. Is there something, the same noises that you heard when you were gathering wood? It feels like they have been amplified a little bit. You hear a twig break, not that far behind you, actually. And when you look over your shoulder, And it probably is just a shadow of a moon. It's a faint moon. It's not that bright this evening, but it's just a shadow, probably, right?
Yeah. And I think Zen kind of like starts to look a little bit visibly uncomfortable as well. It just starts to get like a little bit jumpy. Says, okay, maybe not scary or even Scooby-Doo stories for the rest of the evening. I think that's good for everybody, right?
Yeah, I'm good. And you see that the entire time you've been telling the story, Elliot has been making more s'mores and just sort of has this like plate mountain of s'mores in front of her. Yep, I'm all good. I'm set.
Yeah, we should probably get out of this forest, you know? It's getting late. Should turn in. We got a big day tomorrow. We're gonna get up bright and early for the first activity, so should probably head back in.
How early is bright and early? We talking like
Uh
11, 10?
I was thinking like dawn.
Okay. I can
You know,
I
the
can do dawn if
early
I
bird
get
gets the worm.
coffee.
Oh, don't worry, there is lots of coffee.
Yeah, I was gonna say if the worm is coffee, I'm okay with this. But like I can't if I don't have coffee at dawn, none of you are gonna like me after this trip. But sure, dawn. I'll make sure Lizzie sets the alarm. I won't listen to mine.
You'll make sure that the fire is out, covered with sand, and looking after it, and walking back to the house. Um, it's just the same way that you have left it. Do you all turn in for the night? Go to bed?
I think Lizzie's gonna shower just because like she was in the lake. So um I'll do that. I don't know if Aaron needs to bathe or not. Well, wants to bathe. Or not. Just because we both were swimming. But I think Lizzie just kind of beelines it first to kind of unpanic from Zen's story. And everything else is just like, ah.
I'm just gonna sit in the bed that Lizzie and I are about to share for the night and eat my s'mores and watch videos on my phone until she's done in the shower. Because I know that if I try to go to sleep and then she walks in, I'm gonna wake up anyway. So I might as well just stay awake.
I think Zen is
Um,
trying to make like a midnight snack or something like in the kitchen, is gonna go and like check it out and see if there's any like, I don't know. I'm thinking like midnight ramen type situation. Something for everyone.
Oh, and if you brought it, then that's there. It's just it's a well supplied kitchen in pots and pans and plates, cutlery. It's all there. There are no food supplies or anything in there. Um, but yeah, anything you need is there. The only thing you cannot find, you have this, I don't know how you call that in English, but this wooden block with knives in it. And you see that the biggest knife in there is missing. That's the only thing that isn't accounted for.
Uh, I mean, probably somebody lost it the last time, you know. This cabin house, can't really call it a cabin. House was rented out, so it's no big deal. It's not like we need it that big anyway.
Probably not. Um, Lizzie, as you go into the bathroom, Ellie, you just jump into the bed with your plate of s'mores. but you feel something underneath the blanket. And as you feel around it, you see this small bag of coins. They're it's a bit weird. They're not dollars, not pennies or anything like that. They're from all over the world. And it has a little note in there that says, "I saw what you did."
Oh no. I'm gonna stuff it in my duffel bag really quick and then run to the bathroom and knock on the door. Hey Lizzie, you're in. Are you the one in there, or is it Aaron?
No, it's me. What's up?
It's gonna sound weird. Did you leave something in the bed?
No.
Lizzie, this is very important. Are you sure you didn't leave anything in the bed?
Well, yeah, because we didn't unpack anything, right?
I mean, I didn't unpack anything. Um, maybe it's nothing. Maybe Zane is pulling some weird joke. Don't worry about it. It's fine, I guess. Yeah. I'm gonna run downstairs and just like get a drink. So if you finish up and I'm not in the bedroom, I'll be back up in a minute.
Okay. Be careful.
To go to the kitchen? Why are you telling me to be careful to go to the kitchen, Lizzie?
Horror movies. We just got done telling the story. You know, I'll be out in like 2 minutes. Hold on.
I know. I'm gonna go get a drink. I will be right back upstairs. I'm just getting water.
But the
That is
buddy system. Like as you just
Zane is downstairs. I will meet up with Zane downstairs. Zane can be my buddy to get water. I promise I will be fine. Have a nice shower, and I'm gonna walk to go downstairs.
Yeah, Zane is still in the kitchen.
Okay. Hey, quick question. As I say this as I'm getting myself water. Um, you didn't leave anything in the bedroom Lizzie and I are sharing, did you?
Zane is like stirring like the pot of noodles on the stove. Looks over their shoulder. No, I didn't touch your bedroom at all. I assumed you had all your stuff in it, so didn't seem appropriate. Why was that?
Oh, no, nothing. I just found something in the bed. Maybe the last people that were here left it. It was just like a small bag of just like random like coins and stuff. It's probably just like quarters or whatever. I just shook it. But yeah, I'll just like leave it there, I guess, so that way in case like they get a hold of the owners after we're gone, they can come back and get it if they still want
Yeah,
it.
I mean, you can probably leave it on like in the entryway. There's like a little table. Probably put it there, and we can leave a note.
Yeah, I'll just do that. Thanks. And I'm gonna run upstairs. I'm gonna take the
Wait,
bag. What? Yes.
hold on, hold on.
Oh,
When you're done, whatever it is that you need to do you mind grabbing some ice from the basement? I think I read in like our information we got that there's like an ice machine or something down there.
yeah,
Just because the
I can
fridge
do
is
that.
out, so.
Yeah, no, I can totally do that. I'm just gonna run upstairs and get that bag, and I'll leave it on the entry table. The hatch for the basement is by the door, or is it the which door is it? Is it the hatch that we saw, or is it the door that's over there?
I would assume it's the door by the stairs, but I mean, you can check it out and let me know.
Okay, yeah, I'll just try that. Hatches seem just Lizzie keeps talking about horror movies, and hatches are just I'm just not gonna go that way. And she's gonna go upstairs and grab the bag of coins and rip the note off of it so it's separate. And she's gonna for right now she'll just put the note in the bottom of her duffel bag underneath all her stuff. And go and just drop the thing of all the coins. And she'll head down to the basement.
Okay. Before you do that, I'm gonna ask Aaron. You'll probably hear Lizzie at one point leave the bathroom. It takes a while, probably.
stand there for like an hour.
But I gather that you as you enter the room that you have put your stuff in and the other supplies for this weekend, you find something in that room as well that you didn't put there. There is a letter or an envelope on one of the nightstands, which has your name on it, actually.
Okay. Yeah, I imagine I went straight upstairs, into this room, closed the door, and I've just kind of been pacing back and forth. Okay, okay. Not a great start. My pants are ruined. I dropped some things. I broke a guitar, but tomorrow's another day, and I got more pants. What's that? Go over and grab this envelope. I'm gonna walk out to the door and just kind of lean down the stairs. Hey, Zane, am I supposed to open this envelope?
If you're talking about the envelopes for the games tomorrow, no, don't open those yet. But those will be marked. They will say, you know, the sticky note game on them, so you'll know which envelopes I'm talking about.
Okay.
Otherwise, you can open whatever. I don't really have. They're all supplies.
I don't see anything about a sticky game. Open it up.
There is one piece of paper in there, and as you fold it open, you see that there is written only one sentence on there. And it says, "Do you really think you're better than me?"
Huh. Um. Just, just gonna fold that up and put it in my pocket. Okay. Okay. Not. I'm gonna go over to my duffel bag and just start I take out like 3 extra pairs of pants. I got more pants.
Ellie, you're heading towards the basement. You open the door underneath the stairs. And you see that it's dark down there. And you look around to the walls, the short walls there. There's no light switch. There's also no light switch on the outside. A little bit of faint light is coming in through a probably small window, which is at ground level. So higher up in the wall of the basement. But it's what you can see is that there's a stairs going down and making a little bit of a turn. And that's all you can see there.
Great. Zane, if you walk through here, don't close this door. There's like no light down here. I'm gonna need whatever I can get from the hallway to find the ice maker thing.
Got
Uh,
it.
and I'm just gonna slowly go downstairs. See if I die.
You walk down, and just before you put your foot on the ground after taking that last step, the electricity in the whole house goes out. So all the lights switch off and it
Come
gets
on. Oh.
dark. And I think that will be a very good point for a break for
Okay.
us.
gonna die in this
Excellent.
basement.
I love when players write in their own lead to bad things. Here,
Yeah,
go to the
as soon
basement.
as
There's
you were
totally an
like-
ice machine in the basement.
As soon as you're like, hey, can you go to the basement? I was like, I am being set up to be murdered. Like, this is what's happening.
I was like, look, there's a
And that's
basement
okay.
here. Nobody's gone there yet. Somebody should go there.
This is
get
how
it. As soon
Hanma
as-
makes sure they're the only one to survive, by throwing us other players in front of danger they make
Final
up.
version. We get all the tropes. We get all the tropes.
As soon as basement and attic were mentioned, I was like, somebody's gonna die in one of those two places. I can't tell you which one, but it's gonna happen.
Okay. Yes, let's take a quick break. Thank you so far so much for the donations. We got $50 from Hessen, and Haley donated another $5. So that's a free reroll we have floating around. So whoever wants to take a reroll when they need it, we'll have that available. We're going to go take a quick break somewhere around 8 minutes or so. We'll try not to be long because we only have an hour and a half left of this, and we're all still alive. So we got to change that. Let's get up, go to the bathroom, get something to drink, whatever you need to do. Make sure you don't trip down any stairs or fall into a fire or break a guitar string or anything that's too terribly dangerous. And we'll be back in a few minutes to see how this all plays out. Hello, and welcome back to the People's Ascension for part 2 of our When the End Comes 90s slasher inspired survival I'm dying from embarrassment episode. Uh yeah, this is the halfway point. We're at a not really a cabin, more of a I don't know, B&B in the woods. It's been a great time. We went for a swim, had a campfire, I broke a guitar, everyone is fine. Let's jump right back in, but I will remind everyone once again, we are here supporting reproductive rights and abortion access, namely the National Abortion Federation and the Center for Reproductive Rights. So any donations you might be able to throw towards that, any little bit, whatever, every little bit helps. You can scroll down. There's a little banner and a link just below it that'll take you to the donation page, and you get cool donation buys down here. You can buy us rerolls for when I don't know, trip over something and die. Or more importantly, when somebody is walking around a completely unlit spooky basement and might need some help. Or you can make it even harder for us with a nice big $50 donation. We are $430 in out of our $500 giveaway goal. So if we can hit $500 today, either in this stream or in the aliens one coming up, we're going to do a giveaway, and there's a pretty cool prize. Get some TTRPG books. Anyway, let's jump back in and see who, if any of us, survived the night.
Hey, it's gone dark. Power has gone out. Lamps, light, nothing of that anymore. To recap, we have Aaron in his bedroom. We have Lizzie in the bathroom. We have Zane in the kitchen. And we have Ellie heading down into the basement. What could go wrong? I don't
Gonna go so
know.
great.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, no problem at all. You don't need to worry about closing that door, though. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter in this case. I need to ask Ali, what do you still wear your shoes, or did you
I
take them off?
figure I probably would have slipped them on when I went to get the coin bag since I knew I was going in the basement. Because
Okay.
you never know if basements are like finished or not. Uh, so she definitely would have taken them off when she was in the bed eating s'mores, but knowing she had to go back to the basement, I figured she put them back on.
You head into the basement and you see not much there, because there is only this small window with a little bit of moonlight coming through it. But furthermore, there isn't much light, and the light from the hallway upstairs has vanished. As you don't know if Zane closed the door or against your request.
Zane, did you close the door, or is the I can't see anything down here. And I assume I haven't gotten that far past the steps that I can probably feel my way back to get to the steps again. So I'm gonna try to go back upstairs.
Yeah, that's not a problem. The only thing is that the door has been closed.
I'm gonna like just knock on it really loud and go, Zane, I, I asked you not to shut the door. If this is some stupid team bonding thing, I'm really gonna ask that you maybe tell me next time. If this is like get Ellie out of the basement, I don't like this one. What about that sticky note game you were yelling about earlier? Let's change that one, please. I'm gonna keep like trying to open the door and knocking on it.
Okay. Zane, I think you hear that in when you're in the kitchen. You hear knocking, at least. But also with you, it's dark. The only light coming in is the light of the moon from a window in the kitchen, which looks outward onto the grass and a little further towards the edge of the forest.
Oh, damn it. Okay. Great. I think I remember where the breaker is, the circuit breaker. And Zan, I think, starts to walk out of the kitchen towards where they remember the circuit breaker is, but then like partway through as they're walking through the house, I think that's when they hear the knocking coming from the basement. And they go, "Oh, that's weird. Somebody else must have closed the door. Sorry, Ellie, hold on one sec." And Zane will go and try and open the door to let Ellie out.
That door is, as you can see, it's not locked even. It's jammed in a way. The lock has been, yeah, just like Lizzie did with the lock upstairs. There's been something put in there, so it is without brute force. It's probably difficult to open that door. And you also do remember that that breaker you were talking about is in that basement as well. So if you want to fix the light, you'll need to get in there one way or the other.
Ah, shit. Okay. Ellie, can you hear me?
Yeah, did you shut the door?
No, I think maybe one of the others did it by accident, not realizing that you were down there. So the lights have gone completely out in the whole house, but the circuit breaker is in the basement. So if you can turn that on, I might be able to find something to open this door. It's like jammed or something.
I can try, but there's like no light down here. Like not even through there's like a tiny window. I can't even see the moonlight. I just do you know what wall it's on at least, or like how far away it is from the stairs?
I think it's like on your left side when you go downstairs. If you kind of feel along the walls, you should be able to feel the panel at some point.
Oh, okay. I'll try to find it. If all else fails though, I kind of think destruction of property is not beyond the question. I need out of this basement, and like I said, there's a tiny window I might be able to squeeze through.
I mean, if you can get out the window, that might be preferable because, like, paying a deposit for repairs might get a little expensive, and
Yeah.
the budget.
I get it. I will search for the breaker and then I will go for the window. If I am not out of here in 10 minutes, please come find me. Please.
You'll be fine, Ellie. Just the circuit breaker.
I know Lizzie's just been talking about horror movies too much. And I'm gonna go try to make my way back down the stairs. And see if I can find this breaker box.
Um, Make me a perception check, but I'm gonna make it a little bit harder for you in this instance. Roll that dice. Roll that die 2 times and give me the lowest,
Great.
because it's difficult to see even if you're feeling around. It could
Well,
be
they were
anything.
both two, so
Oh, you'll be fine. Nothing.
nothing bad
Nothing
can
to
happen to me
worry
at all.
about that. No. As you feel along the wall, you one of your hands hits a bit of a sharp iron, probably iron rod or something sticking out,
Oh.
or even maybe only a nail or something like that. But it gives you a very deep cut, and you feel your blood running
Oh,
down your arm. It's gonna give you one stress.
yeah, I
Well,
figured. I'm gonna need a tetanus shot after we go back home. This is lovely. Then I'll a bit more carefully this time keep trying to feel if I can find a breaker box.
a couple of probably inches a bit more to your right, you feel this breaker box, or at least you feel a kind of a cabinet hanging on the wall, and you'll just be able to open it. You won't be able to see really well what you're doing, but you found it.
One part of the job is done. I don't know that she would know necessarily like the traditional places of what switches are where. Um so I think this just becomes her doing like a literal shot in the dark of I'm going to keep hitting switches until I can see what's in front of my face and hope something works.
Give me an intellect for that to see if you
Beautiful.
don't mess it up
A
even more.
nice D4. 'Cause she's not that good. Oh, it's a 4.
Ah,
I'll
nah,
take it.
you don't get a shock. No.
Dice of electrocution in the basement. Let's go.
You'll be able to find some of. You're not messing it up more than it already has been messed up. And you'll be able to restore the power to the part of the house. Zane, you see that the light around you switches back on again. So the first level does have electricity back. Although Lizzie and Aaron, you're still in the dark. Literally and figuratively, probably as well. Lizzie, you're in the shower, and at that point,
Yeah,
the
I think
light.
when the lights go off, is when I panic and finally get out of the shower, and I'm like, this is not good. This is bad. This is very bad. And so I'm just standing in my towel, just like freaking out, and then like just trying to like smack the walls to like find the bathroom counter at least. Um and to like find the door that'll be next to it to like get out into the hallway.
Mhm.
Um and I'm just Aaron,
Yeah.
um don't come out of your room because I'm in my towel. But are the lights off for you too, or am I imagining this?
No, the lights are off. I thought Zane was just telling us all to go to bed.
Oh. Oh, maybe. Have you heard from Ellie?
No.
Oh no. This is why I told her to use the, and I just kind of like wander off into the bedroom as I'm like tracing the wall, finding my door frame. And just like I told her to use the buddy system. This is why we use the buddy system. If we don't use the buddy system, this is what happens. And I'm just like frantically trying to find like a casual-ish kind of like PJ top with like a sweater over it. And some shorts and just heading back down. Zane?
Yeah, I'm over here. Hey. And I think at this point the lights like are on the first floor, so you as you're coming down the stairs like you'll be able to see pretty well. Hey, is the
The
electricity back on upstairs?
no. Why is it off?
Are
I
we
think
supposed to be asleep now? Is that what
uh
this means?
no, you can do whatever you want, Aaron. The wire is just I think something tripped and the electricity's gone. Ellie's in the basement trying to fix it.
She's what?
She's in the basement trying
I'll
to
come
fix it right
downstairs.
now. And I think Zane like points behind them to the basement door.
Well, why did you stop her?
Well,
They're afraid
actually,
of the dark and they don't. Oh no. Um. Oh, the things that could happen in the basement. This isn't very good. This is not good. We need to get them out of the basement.
yeah, I tried that. The problem is that the door is jammed. I was actually
Did
gonna
you get
ask, like,
I think
I'm sorry?
there's a hatch or something outside.
Ooh, that's a good point. Maybe we could go and open it and grab Ellie that way.
Oh, sure. Let's all go down to the basement. I'm down. What? There's nothing bad.
You don't have to come with us if you don't want to, Lizzie. That's okay.
And stay up here alone where someone could kill me? No. I'm going with you. And I'll just like charge out the door.
You coming with, Aaron? It was your idea.
Yeah. Oh, wait, no, I have something for this. I'm gonna run back upstairs and I'm gonna grab my camera that I brought with me. I'm gonna run back downstairs. Like, I brought this camera. It's a great camera. It's a great camera. It has one of those features where you can take a lot of pictures really fast. So the light will, like, it'll keep flashing for a while. We might be able to use
I'm
that.
sorry, you said you had something for this. That's gonna help Ellie out of the basement. How exactly?
Well, we can use the flash from the camera to see what we're. I guess.
Ah, yes.
I mean,
No.
that might be stupid.
No. That's actually really smart. Using the flash like a flashlight.
Yeah, I mean, unless you have a flashlight, that'd probably work better, actually.
No. You know, of all the things that I brought, a flashlight wasn't one of them.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. Do you want to lead the way then, since you've got the lights?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. You got this. I got this.
Make me as you walk outside through the front door towards where you have seen that hatch, illuminating a bigger portion of this field, or probably even getting that light a little bit towards the edge of the forest. Aaron, make me a perception check.
Okay. Do I get anything for using an item?
Yeah, roll that die twice and take the highest.
Okay. A D10. That's this one. Well, that's a 4 or a 6. We'll go with the 6.
Perfect. You are able to lead the rest towards that hatch without any complications. It's just around the corner, not that far. It's quiet outside at this point, or as quiet as this kind of environment will be. You see these two hatch doors, just like in the like in the movies, a bit slumped. You will have to open them up, but there is this lock around it, just to keep it shut, so not anyone can wander into the house.
Well, I think we established that nobody here is really that good at picking a lock, so that might not be the way to go.
I mean, maybe it uses the same front door key. Could try that.
I can try it, and I think Zane goes to their pocket where they kept the house key and tries it in the lock.
Yeah, it does not fit.
Thought so. Okay, I have an idea. And Zane will go nearby and pick out like a big rock that fits in one hand and come back. Might as well try, right? And they sort of gesture for the other two to step back. They wheel their arm back and they smash up against the chains, hoping to break them.
Hey, give me a strength roll.
I have a D4 in strength, so we'll see how that goes. I got a 3.
You're able to takes a few smashes for you to find a weak point in this lock. But you're able to damage it that much that you can remove it and open up the hatch.
I think Zane kind of like opens it with a flourish, like being kind of like a little bit over dramatic about it all. Says, "Okay, Aaron, you first."
They should
Right.
really give you a raise.
They really should. I mean, honestly, I think we could all use a raise, but don't tell them I said that.
Well, I'm getting some good pictures.
Hey,
Um,
Ellie.
I can hear them, right?
yeah. They're
Okay.
not far from you. You see also that hatch open up. Yeah. The only
Zane? Oh, thank goodness. I thought I was gonna have to squeeze through that tiny window. Also, did you bring gauze? I kind of may or may not have sort of stabbed myself on something.
I'm sorry, you did what?
I was looking for the breaker box. There was a nail sticking out of the wall. I will need a tetanus shot after this.
Ugh,
But
God,
I
yeah.
think at that point, I'm gonna kind of just shove past y'all to get down the stairs to go find her because I'm freaking out.
the thing is, there aren't stairs there.
Or wherever we're going by
there-
jumping.
You were just falling into a hole, I guess.
Maybe give me an agility.
Yep. Please stop yourself before you fall in this basement with me.
Lizzie
No, I
breaks
got a
her
3.
legs.
Got it, 3. Okay.
I tried to
Um,
jump. I'll say I tried to like just jump in.
Yeah, let's say that because of the flashing that Aaron's camera is doing, you take that leap, and at that last moment you realize, oh no. So you're able to prepare yourself for a bit of a hard landing. I'm not gonna give you any stress about it, but that's was a bit of a rougher tumble than you accounted for. And you're down there with Ellie at this moment.
Well, hi, friend. I really thought that this was going to be more of a rescue mission situation. But I guess they can rescue both of us now. At least I'm not alone down here.
Well, at least now I can like lift you up there.
I mean, we can try, but also then let's do that, and then we'll figure out a human chain situation to get you back out, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not like super heavy anyway.
Oh, I mean, I'm not saying you are. I'm saying I'm not strong.
That's
This
fair.
is completely a me problem. Trust me.
That's fair. No, okay.
Ugh.
We'll go. Is your hand okay?
Um, it's bleeding.
And I'll
Like
take off like
a
my
bit.
sweater and just kind of wrap it and like.
I don't want to ruin your sweater.
Fine, I've got vinegar at home.
Okay, well, if she boosts me up, can you all grab me? Or do you think we're tall enough together? I mean, I don't think it's that far a drop between the two of us, but
Yeah, and I think as Aaron is like flashing his camera down to give us more visibility, Zan has kind of like gotten down, crouched down up against and like braced themselves up against this the beam that kind of separates out this hatch from the basement and is like dangling one arm down.
okay, here goes nothing. And I'm gonna try to get a boost from Lizzie to be able to reach Zane.
Yeah, and I'll shoot or lift you up, so like by your foot,
Yeah.
kind of thing. I have a D4 in strength, so good luck.
Yeah.
I think we all do, which is why this situation is horrible.
We're
Not
trying.
one of us was
Okay?
like, we should be
We're
strong.
I'm gonna ask for Lizzie and Zane to make a strength check, and we're gonna go with the highest number.
I got a 1.
Oh, I got a 2.
We're doing great.
We do have a
Perfect.
floating reroll.
Yeah, if
Ah.
one of you would like to use that.
Like above table, do we want that to happen?
I think above table, no, but
It's not super dramatic, and you're only rolling
I mean,
d4,
like
so it's not
at
going to
the
get much
worst, I
better.
fall back down to a
Yeah.
concrete floor. Like I feel like maybe this is what we save for when like someone has that big giant knife that's
Mhm.
missing at one
Yeah.
of us, and
Yeah.
maybe we use it then.
Fair. Okay. Yeah, I'll stumble a bit. I didn't brace myself as well as I thought I did.
Um, I'm gonna be very nasty about this because when you are helping someone, you're helping each other trying to get the highest number, but you're also sharing the risk. So I'll have to say that all of you, three, take one stress. Probably because you're hurting your arm, leg, body part that is. And Ellie, for you, you make a very nasty tumble.
I'd like to go back to proposing the window. I know I said I didn't want to squeeze through it, but I will change my mind. Oh, we can't do that again.
That also means I still have to try and hoist you up, though.
Yeah, but the window's not as high. And there's something a bit easier to lean on than, I don't know, the air that's in between this and this door.
I could go get a bed sheet or something.
that's actually a really good idea.
Yeah, I was about to say rope is good.
Right.
Like a
rope.
bed sheet that we could climb up would be nice.
Now we've got 2 king sizes. Maybe grab both of them.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you want to leave your camera here though, because like there's light inside, but not really here.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Just
If that's okay with you, I know it's your camera and all.
no, it just here, you can focus with this and this, you can control the I guess that's not really important. Here.
And Zane takes the camera, and I think we'll just like occasionally flash it, not really trying to take like nice pictures or anything.
Yeah.
It's just for the flash, just
Yeah.
for visibility.
Yeah.
So there's probably like if you were to actually like develop these pictures or anything like that,
Just
they're all
weird
like
shots of brick.
blurry. Yeah, like there's
Mhm.
like brick, there's like the floor, maybe like somebody's like foot or something.
Those real artsy high school photography class photos.
Yes.
See, Lizzie, we're not in a horror movie. If we were, there would be like blood on the walls or something that we could see when it lit up. So we're doing fine.
There is blood on the walls, but it's yours.
Fair enough. Yeah. I'm gonna soak your sweater through with blood. I'm so sorry. But climbing is probably safer than what we just attempted.
How's this for a bonding experience?
Yeah, I say that the waking up at dawn is canceled.
I hope so.
I think we all get to sleep in after this. Sticky note game something or other can start at noon.
Yeah, I think Zane agrees with that at this point.
Yeah.
While we're all waiting for Aaron to grab some sheets.
Erin, you're heading back into the house and upstairs. Are you gonna take your own sheet, or from the bed you'll probably be staying in this
Yeah.
night?
Sure. I was told to grab both, so I'll go into my room and pull the sheets off and go into the other room and grab those sheets.
Okay. As soon as you get up into the second floor, you'll notice that that door that was locked is open. But I don't know. Is that something you want to explore, or are you gonna take the sheets?
I'll bundle the sheets up and like they're two king size sheets. I'm gonna bundle them up into this big ball, and I'll just kind of peek my head in, see if there's anything useful in there. I mean, it's dark up here, so probably not. I'm not gonna go in. I'm just gonna see if I can see anything.
Yeah, look at you. Okay. I need you to roll me agility or resilience.
Awesome. Let's go agility. I still have
Interesting
a D6 left in
stats
that.
for looking into a room, Sandra.
He's about to dodge.
I have to dodge the knife being thrown at me.
This is suspicious.
That's a 6 on my D6.
Boy, Aaron gets to live to see another day.
There is no reason why I should survive this show.
No, it shouldn't be. You stick your head in a little bit, and but before you do that, the door closes with kind of a bit of a speed, like someone behind it is pushing it shut. Again, and your reflexes, even with this large bundle, probably they'll save you from the impact a little bit. You'll be able to step back fast enough to prevent that door hitting you on your way out.
Whoa, crap. Man, these old houses are drafty. Make my way downstairs.
Yeah. You're heading back out with that bundle. And probably rolling it up, right? To make sure it's sturdy enough to hold someone's weight. Do you in any way, shape, or form secure it, or are you the anchors upstairs, the ones that hold on to the other end when Lizzie and Ellie are trying to climb out? Or say maybe, I don't know who wants to do what.
I'm thinking we use like a tree, like a nearby tree, and kind of just tie it to the trunk.
You'll probably aren't getting. There's a bit of the clearing is a bit bigger than that distance you can cover with 2 sheets.
Mm. In that case, one of us just braces ourselves.
I mean, we could make
Unless
this like a
you-
tug of war situation, and you both are holding it up there, and we just have to climb.
What I'm thinking is, you know how the doors are open, right?
Yeah.
Somebody stands by it, like pushes their feet up against like in one of the like the nooks,
Yes.
and like braces themselves, and then ties it
Yeah.
around their waist, and somebody else can come up.
Let's do that.
It's not ideal, but I mean,
But it's better than what we tried last.
yeah.
Okay, so Zena, you gonna be the one that braces themselves?
Sure, I'm happy to offer.
Okay.
I hand the camera back to Aaron, by the way.
Okay. Make me a strength check.
I got a 3.
Okay. The thing is, by doing it the way you're doing, by using the hatch as well, you're able to get. I don't know who's gonna climb first.
Probably me. Probably gonna break again.
Ellie, you're able to climb out using the sheets, but the edges of that hatch are really sharp. So by putting too much force on there and too much friction, after Ellie, you could You could try again. You don't know if that is as secure as it should be to get Lizzie out there. You could try, it still functions, but there is a risk.
Was that the first bed sheet, or was that both bed sheets that had to be tied together to get all the way down there?
I think that would have been both in this case. It's not that
Yeah.
deep, but to give you enough room and to sturdy it up enough, it will probably have been both, yes.
Okay. Hmm.
So it's still functioning. You could still get Lizzie up the same way.
If we do it the same way, except for I like help to brace it with Zane. Like if Zane is doing it where they're doing it and I'm like on the other side of the hatch door pulling, would
Mhm.
that be both of our strength rolls taking the highest?
Yes.
Okay, you want to do that then? Cool, let's do that.
Roll me both a strength check.
Okay.
I got a 1.
I got a 4.
Hey.
Nice. Okay. Just at that last moment, you see the last fabric unravel, Ali, as you're pulling Lizzie up, or Lizzie is helping as well. You manage to grab Lizzie's hand just as the sheets give way, and you'll be able to pull her up. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Here's the new
lucky.
rule. No more ice. I don't care. We're not going back in the basement. Just a consensus for me, for the group. I'm not in charge here, but I've decided the basement is a bad idea. Okay.
The only
Uh,
problem is that only the first floor has electricity now, and the circuit breaker is in fact in the basement.
oh, I did half
But
the
we
work.
can live
Uh,
with that for one night.
yeah, we'll figure it out tomorrow. When there's daylight and we can open the hatch and there will be sunlight in the basement. Mm.
Yeah, I think this has been enough adventure for one night, and we should probably just pack it in. I did make noodles though, so if anybody wants like a late night snack before you sleep.
Yes, please.
Question for me: have you turned off the stove
Oh,
before?
probably not.
Okay. Okay. Just
The electricity
Just a
suddenly
question.
turned off, and I got distracted. So
yeah, that's fair.
I mean,
That's
if it's an
fair.
electric stove, then it definitely turned off.
And
for
this
a
is an
while,
old
at
house
least.
in the woods. It's
The
not an
way Sander
electric
called the
Probably
stove.
not.
question, I don't
Yeah.
think it is, but
Probably not, but I'm just a hopeful thing to put out into the universe that maybe.
Okay. As you enter back into the house, you smell something burned badly.
Oh,
And you see, because the lights are on this floor, you see some black smoke coming out of the kitchen.
oh crap. Okay. Never mind on the noodles. I did appear to have overcooked them just a little bit. Is there a fire extinguisher in this house?
Probably at the same place where the breaker box is.
yeah, that's about right.
Okay. Well, we can't really let this house burn down. So
I'll get a pot and go to the lake.
Is there salt?
there is.
I mean,
water.
I'm just gonna fill up something from
Right,
the
there's a-
sink.
That makes
yeah.
If there's a blanket on the couch, we could do that.
Let's try both,
Yeah.
just
Let's
in
do it.
case the blanket also gets set on fire.
Yeah, there's a blanket on the couch just to keep you a little bit warmer in the cold evenings in these woods. Who's gonna enter the kitchen with the blanket? Lizzie,
Yeah, my idea. I'll do it.
make me a resilience roll.
Heck yeah, D10. Where'd I put it? D10. For a 7.
Good. You see that the whole kitchen has filled with this black smoke. It's a bit thick, but you're able to push through that and just from a little bit away throw that throw that blanket onto the stove and manage to get to the stove as well to turn off the gas.
I got it. Is there a window in the kitchen?
Yeah, there is.
Cool, I'm gonna go open it.
Yeah, no problem.
Ugh.
So it still smells burned in there, but at least the air is clearing a little bit.
Yeah.
I think we just need to let Aaron cook from now on.
Yeah, maybe let Aaron cook.
Yeah, Zane walks in and is like blowing out the air, the smoke from the air around them. Oh, yeah, sorry about that. I just, I haven't. We work in a restaurant, but I haven't actually been a cook for a while. So
It's okay. We have one on staff with us, so Aaron's in charge of the kitchen for the next couple days. Ugh. God. I don't think I can ever eat ramen again after how bad that smells. Okay.
I think Zane starts like trying to like clean up the area a bit. After the fire has died down and everything, like is trying to scrub everything.
Yeah, you aren't able to fully clean that pot. You probably have to toss that away because you'll probably never get it out. But with opening that window, you'll manage to get that kitchen as clean as possible at this point.
Okay, so bedtime? Question mark. I just don't know how much more excitement my body can take for one day.
Yeah. No, that's correct.
Oh, after I bandage my hand properly and not with Lizzie's sweater.
Right. All of the first aid kit supplies are actually in the one of the boxes that are in your room, Aaron. So if you don't mind, if we
Yeah.
just quickly.
Yeah, I'll go find that.
Wait, the lights are still off upstairs, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
upstairs they are.
Yeah. And I think like Zane joins Aaron and like encourages Ellie to come with as well.
Yeah,
So that we
yeah,
can all
I'll-
just kind of like bandage you up there.
Yeah, I'll come up there. I still have s'mores in our room. Lizzie, will you get the s'mores out of our room? I just want to eat them and go to bed as soon as my hand is
Send me
bandaged.
off by myself because we learned so well from the basement lesson. Sure, no problem.
2 doors down.
A lot can happen 2 doors down.
Oh, yeah, that door's open now. Did one of you
What
find the
door?
key or something?
No, the lock
No.
was jammed. She shoved her pin in it. There was no way to even get a key in that door.
Maybe it was like a delay. Like Lizzie actually did pick the lock, but it's delayed.
After what all has happened tonight, I will choose to believe that the lock was delayed. I'm gonna, while you all start to find the supplies, I'm just gonna like try to, if the door is open again, I'm gonna try to peek in, or I'll try to open it if it's not.
Okay. The door is closed at this moment, but you're able to open it. It's not locked.
Hey
Or-
Lizzie, do you still want to do the buddy system?
You asked me after you sent me in here by myself for your stupid s'mores. Yeah, duh.
Well, I'm
And
one door down. Come here.
I'll walk out with the plate of s'mores, just angry.
Great. Fantastic.
Okay. As you walk in, the only thing you see in that room or in front of you is a desk. No bed or anything like that. It's a desk. But I need the both of you to make me an agility or resilience roll.
I will take agility. It's my 10.
I'll do the resilience because it's my 8.
It's a 9.
It's a 4.
Okay. Yeah, that's the only thing in that room.
Okay. Can
Okay,
I
cool, we
look at
saw
the
it.
desk? It's just an office or study or something. I don't know. And I'm gonna poke around the desk. I want to see what's there.
Okay, make me a perception check.
I'm anxiety eating the s'mores. I'm in the doorway. I did not.
Excited eating the s'mores. That's a 4.
Okay. You'll there isn't much there. There's a drawer in that desk, but it doesn't. It has a couple of papers in there. And as you look through these papers, you see that there is a flyer in there. A flyer that probably Zane has made as a kind of has had made as a kind of marketing thing, reopening flyer giveaway. I don't know, with discount on it probably. And it looks fairly. You know that it only has been probably 3 months ago that they have let these flyers been printed. And there's one other thing you notice on that there is a big red cross put on that with pen.
Do we know who owns this place? It looks like they don't like us very much. Do you think Zane told them where we work and they already don't like us and they let us come here anyway into their death trap of a basement? Or do you think this is a situation where they don't know who they were renting from and this is a very big mistake? Because this
I
with
think
the
both. Why?
well, this has a big red X across our the restaurant and our names and stuff, and I take that as maybe a bad sign of things. I don't normally write red X's over people that I like. So
See, the next time I tell you, I think this is going to be like a horror movie. I need you to listen.
just because there's a red X over somebody's name and we had an unfortunate incident in the basement doesn't mean we're in a horror movie. It just means that whoever owns this place doesn't like us very much.
Oh
There are
yeah,
plenty of people in this
I'm
world that don't
totally
like us.
compelled to believe they like us.
I
I mean, bring it out, and we can show Zane and see what happens. Maybe
I
'cause
guess.
I didn't even know we were doing this, and you know that I usually know everything that's going on.
I mean, fair. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything else in here worth noticing anyway. It's just a desk. Why would they lock a study? It's so weird. I'm just gonna walk out and head down toward Aaron's room.
Yeah. I think Zane is still there probably after having bandaged Ali's hand. Rearranging the things for tomorrow.
Hey, did you tell the people, whoever you rented this from, who we are, what we're doing here, company retreat, diagonal restaurant?
Yeah, I mean, uh, sometimes, you can get like discounts and stuff if you tell them you're coming from a company. So, yeah, I definitely included that information. Actually, it's funny because we got this place for like a really good price, like the same price as we would have gotten just a regular cabin. I was really surprised.
Um, yeah, here's the thing. And I'm just gonna hold open the flyer. I noticed this in the desk in the room that was locked. It's just a study. It's not a bedroom. There's literally just a desk in it. But this makes it look like people don't like us very much.
Huh, let me see that. And then we'll take the flyer and like kind of also show it to Aaron as well. Weird. This is a version of the flyer that I wasn't even planning on releasing actually. Like you can see here our logo's wrong in it. Like we actually never printed this one.
Well, somebody did because it's here.
That shouldn't be possible. I mean, I'm the only one that has access to those files. Okay. Yeah, I'm not.
For community safety's sake, could we maybe sleep in the same room?
If everyone
Like
is
do like
comfortable with that.
watching like how what is it in like survival like shifts or something? I
Or we just leave.
What do you think, Aaron?
Um, I mean, it's a little weird, I guess. Um, I mean, the place is paid for. Kind of
We do
did almost burn the kitchen down though, so
we do have a whole bunch of activities that we could do. Maybe this is just weird coincidence of some kind, and
maybe we could just do it at the restaurant.
it's not really a retreat if we're, at work.
I also love you all, but not enough to sleep in the middle of the restaurant. Yeah. Um, I guess we stay here for the night and then maybe we just cut the trip short and we leave tomorrow instead of on Sunday.
Okay, but then we have to do literally everything that I have planned tomorrow, and none of you can complain.
Fine.
I will do my best to not. I don't think I can sleep, so I can stay up for the first couple of hours. That way y'all can. Like Ellie, you're physically hurt. You need to sleep.
Yeah,
Okay,
come
I'll
here, by
sleep
the
for a
way.
bit. Yeah, yeah. Take
And
this, please.
yeah, and I think Zane helps bandage up Ellie's hand. And we spend probably the rest of the night just like setting up little like sleeping bags on the floors so that we can all sort of have our own space, etc.
Yep. Saying, make me an intellect roll when you're studying that flyer.
Okay. I got a 2.
Okay. You you realize that the only place that this flyer would have been on your work computer, so in your office. And you remember having that open at when you were doing interviews for your new cook. And you had a nice chat. You had different interviewees there. Didn't end up hiring any of those, but after one of these interviews, you don't recall that person rather well anymore, but there that flyer that you have had put open on your screen was now minimalized. That was weird, but you didn't think a lot of it because you were busy. Um, yeah, that's what you recollect, but that's very very disturbing. Someone has been rummaging through your things, doing things with what you had planned, with what you were working with. Someone has kind of invaded your workspace in a way. So I'll need you to take a stress for that,
I
for
think
that
with
research.
this information as well, or with this recollection as well, Zane is a little bit unnerved and wondering like what else do they take if somebody theoretically took this off of their work computer, like what other information did they take, what other things do they know, and they can't really sleep, I don't think, and so they um get up and they go to that other room, the study, just to see for themselves what else is even in here, just in case there was something that Ellie and Lizzie missed.
Okay. Make me a perception check.
Oh my god. Oh, what a one.
Oh no.
As you walk towards the desk, you you hear the door slam behind you. And as you turn around, you see this person standing in front of you. You cannot really, because it's dark here, you cannot really see their features. But there are two things you realize. One, they could be one of the interviewees you had when you had that job opening. It could be. You're not certain. The second thing is you now realize where that kitchen knife has went. It's gone. Let me see. Does any of the others have heard that door slam? Probably you'll have. If
I would
you're on watch.
assume.
Yeah, like I definitely I would have, but I don't know if anyone else would have.
I feel like Ellie is like sleeping but not well. Like these new things of like, this isn't a flyer we printed, and like the bag of coins she found in the bed. Like, this is not restful sleep. This is my eyes are shut and I'm praying that the world will go away for a little bit. So I probably heard it.
Okay, and Aaron?
Despite having a D10 in perception, I think Aaron's fast asleep.
Okay. So it's probably gonna be Lizzie who's at that door first. And Ellie following a tad behind. Um, After trying, the door is it's not locked, but you cannot get it open for a full 2 or 3 minutes, even more probably. And you'll keep trying, and at that point, that you think, okay, I need something to help me to open up that door. The door gives way, and you see the body of Zane slumped over that desk with a large knife in their back.
Lizzie, we gotta go. Lizzie, we've got to go.
I'm stuck. Like I am freaked, and I'm just get the knife.
What do you mean get the knife? It's in Zane's pack.
It's a weapon.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Zane. I'm gonna pull the knife out of Zane's back and grab Lizzie and run.
Where do
I
you run
will.
to?
I will
I'm
remind.
going to wake up Aaron.
I will remind our director because it was a big purchase and we're coming at the end. I don't know if you've used it yet, but if you have, there was that $50 Make It Harder donation.
Yes, I know.
You had to remind
Thank
her
you.
as I took the knife
Of
out of Zane's
course,
back.
of course.
Much.
Hey, where are you heading to?
I'm dragging Lizzie with me to wake up Aaron.
Okay. As you run into that hallway, I need the both of you to make me an agility check.
Okay. I got good agility. This is fine. Okay, that's a 7.
7. Okay. Yeah, you'll be able to reach Aaron at this point.
Aaron? Aaron, wake up. Nope, get
Huh?
up. We're leaving right now. We are leaving right now. Where did Zane
What?
put the car keys?
What do you? I don't know. Go ask Zane.
I can't ask Zane. Don't ask me questions right now. Where are the car keys, Aaron?
I don't. It's their car. I don't. I can. I don't know. I can check the boxes upstairs, I guess.
I'm gonna. Okay, Zane said they were sleeping on the couch, so they probably put the keys downstairs with their bags.
Yeah.
Nope, we're going as a group. Buddy systems. Nope, nobody alone. I don't like this anymore. Aaron, get up. Come on. Yeah, we'll tell you what happened to the car, but we gotta go.
What? What about Zane?
Zane
Zane's
can't come
dead.
with us. Yeah,
What?
Zane's dead.
And I'll like grab your wrist and be like, "You see the knife? That's from Zane. They're dead. We gotta go."
I'm gonna invoke that bond you have, Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
Make me a resilience check.
Okay. All right.
If you keel
all
over
right.
from a heart attack right now because we told you Zane died, I'm so done.
That's a
I'm
2.
taking Lizzie and I'm leaving.
That's a 2? Okay.
I'm just gonna like push backwards, like stumble backward. Did you kill Zane? What the hell did you do?
Kill
What did
Zane. No, we walked in the study. The door slammed. We finally got it open. They were dead on the desk. And Lizzie told me to take the knife because it's a weapon, and we don't know who did it, and we are not alone in the house. So yes, I want the car keys, and I want to leave.
I'm just gonna start staggering backwards towards the door.
Okay.
Okay. One thing at a time. Car keys.
Or where are your car keys? You brought yours.
Me? No, we all carpool.
No. Aaron. I thought Aaron brought his, right?
No, we took Zane's.
Oh.
All in the same car.
I had that whole thing in my head where you were trying to parallel park your car in between some trees, and it was just really funny in my head. From the beginning. My bad. Just kidding. Ignore me.
I say we go downstairs because the keys aren't in here that I can see anywhere, and they wouldn't be in the other bedroom. So, by the couch.
As you're heading downstairs, Aaron, that transition from the dark upstairs and the light downstairs, and the news that you just heard, your attention is not fully there, and you at the top of the stairs you just take a wrong step, and you tumble down that stairs, and Lizzie and Ellie, you see Aaron at the bottom of the stairs, not moving.
Aaron.
I tumble down the stairs and my the camera falls off from my shoulder and clatters down, and I hit the ground and just slam my head down on the camera. Flash goes off once.
Lizzie, we gotta go. Oh god.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Couch. Couch. We got a couch. On the
Couch. And I'm gonna go down the stairs and like kind of jump over Aaron because I literally have no idea what else to do. I just cannot step on this. Not like he was brand new in my life, but also like he just died in front of me and his head shattered a camera. I don't know. This is a lot, but she's just gonna jump and go run to the couch and try to start digging through Zane's stuff.
Yeah. I guess you'll probably be able to find that. Saying if you want to help in any way.
Yes, please. I was gonna
Yes.
say, as the spirit of Zane, uh, who has come out of their body, has probably witnessed this whole thing happen. And when you first brought up the idea, Ellie, of the car keys, I think I, as a spirit, went down into the first floor and had already taken out the car keys from where they were and had put them on the coffee table, easy for you to spot.
Oh, thank God. Okay, yeah, Zane. Good one on whatever, spirit, ghost, something or other. But thank you for keeping the car keys out for once, because you're really organized and you always put things in your bag. Okay, outside. Yeah, we're good. I'm gonna just drive. As I'm saying this, I'm pulling Lizzie to the front door. And as soon as we hit cell service, call 911. Yeah, and we'll get him to come out here because oh my god, two people just died. Oh my god, two people that we work with just died.
It's okay. It's okay. We've got this. At least two of us survived. More than most horror movies can say. Um.
Yeah.
Okay. It's
Hmm.
okay. Get in the car. Get in the car. You know how to drive this?
Yep. Yeah, I can drive. It's a minivan. It's not. Oh, thank God she does. Like, thank God Zane doesn't drive stick. We should have just brought my car. Next time we're bringing my car. Not that I ever am going camping on a trip like this ever again, but next time we're bringing my car. And I just throw it in reverse. Drive.
Hey. Um. Two things. Zane, for you, because you've physically manipulated things, you'll have to take one stress for that. But take a second one as well, because Aaron died after you.
Oh.
So you're up to 2 stress as a ghost at this point. But I'll think you'll manage. I'm gonna give Ellie and Lizzie just one last roll. Just to see if they can make it out in that car. Give me an intellect or an agility check.
With agility. It's a 4.
It's a 2. I'm
What
gonna
what are
die.
they? You know what? I was gonna do something, but I died thinking they killed Zane, so screw them.
Fair. That's fair.
Said I did not murder Zane, and then I found them slumped over a desk. You just don't believe me.
You okay? That fits actually with a 4 and a 2. You'll be able to call 911 as soon as you find any cell service out here. It's not that far from the house when you do. But Ellie, you get a little bit distracted because of that. And unfortunately, because this is a rocky dirt track, you aren't able to keep that car on this road, and you hit a tree. You'll be able to walk away from that when the police cars arrive after your 911 call. Unfortunately, that help comes a bit too late for Lizzie.
Lizzie, wake up. This is. You cannot do this to me. Wake up. The two of. Lizzie, please don't leave. I think Ellie just sits there and sobs as she like hears the sirens come.
That is, I think, a perfect ending for work retreat. Not going as planned, unfortunately.
Hmm.
Only one survived, guys.
Man, how did you do that? You were like, last time there was just one ghost, like you'll probably be fine. And then Aaron in the first hour has 2 stress, and I was like, there's no way he makes it out of this. And then it's me sobbing in a car because my best friend died beside me. Dear God.
Final girl Ellie.
Final girl Ellie.
All you have is tetanus. It's fine.
Yeah, I have a very like blood-soaked like gauze around my hand, and the police are like, "What happened?" And I'm like, "There's a lot to explain," and I don't know if I know that any of it's real. But ah, that was fun. I love horror movies.
Yeah, I was waiting for some big reveal, some monster, some poltergeist, whatever it may be. I was sure we were like an hour away from the end. I'm like, we are all just gonna die because we are just too damn clumsy.
But that are horror movies, right? Making
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
wrong decisions. You don't need anything creepy, eerie, monstery, a lot of the times. But you were lucky. These agility and these resilient rolls that you succeeded them when entering that room, because otherwise someone would have died probably earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, when you asked for that agility roll when I was going toward the desk, and then you're like, okay, it's just a desk. I was like, I have absolutely escaped death in this moment. Do I know how? No, but I have escaped death.
Yes, you did.
Ah, that was a ton of fun.
I love that you made us black and white.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm just going back and resetting us. There we go.
Oh my gosh, I just noticed that. 'Cause
Uh-huh.
I've got the stream on my phone, and so I just looked down and you were all black and white. Oh no.
Yeah. Okay, so that is our game of when the end comes, and it did come for most of us.
Yes.
And you know there's always that that after credit scene of the one survivor. Something's still got to happen to that one survivor.
I think Ellie, obviously doesn't work at Diagonal anymore after everyone else died. And, there was like a small moment where the cops were like, did you murder everybody? And she's like, no. And, they would have ruled Aaron an accident. And, there would have been like some big chase out for whoever killed Zane. And she just was like, I obviously am not going to work at Diagonal anymore. That has nothing but bad memories. So she goes to get another job, and like a few months into her new waitressing gig, she's still doing the same stuff of like stealing tips and everything, but then somebody announces that they're going to go on a work retreat, and I think that's where it closes out and it fades to black as she's going to be back in the same situation again.
All right. Love it. Very nice. Very
Perfect.
nice. Okay, well, that is our show for tonight. Somebody survived. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. No, I had a ton of fun with this. This was a great time playing Aaron, a type of character I'd never play. So it was interesting stepping into those shoes, and everybody had great characters. I loved the dynamic that everybody had working with each other. It was a great time. We told a great story, and thank you all of you guys on the other side of the camera for hanging around with us. We had a fairly lively chat. We got some good donations in. We made $55 on this stream, which is pretty good. We are at 430 out of the big 500 milestone
Hey.
giveaway. But we are not done just yet. We're gonna wrap up here. I'm going to take a very quick break, and then I'm going to be back at 6 o'clock for the Alien RPG. We are going to be running through Hope's Last Day, and I'm really excited for that. But before we get to that, before we wrap up here, let's pass it back to all of these fantastic guests I have on the show here. I like to go in reverse order at the end. So where did I believe we left off with Mal, our
Yeah.
survivor.
Yeah.
Where are you? What are you
Very
doing? Where can we
happy.
find you?
Very happy to be your final girl today. So you can find me all over the internet, wherever social media may have to offer you, at Moxie Blue, MOXXIEBLUE. You can always find me over on Homebrews and Homebodies, where I am a producer, a GM, and a player. I also play on a bunch of different other channels, Band of Badgers, Ladies of D&D, a bunch of places like that. And if you are around Gen Con next week, you can find me there. I'm going to be doing some different events, like going to watch some different games, and I'm also going to be a part of a playtest or two while I'm there, which is really exciting. So yeah, I'll be around. Reach out, say hi, wave me down, whatever you'd like to do. But yeah, that's where you can find me for the next week or so.
Awesome, awesome. Uh, the the last of us to die. Meg, it was a good run. You almost made it.
Oh god, it was. I was actually expecting Ellie to die just from tetanus, but it worked out. Hi, I am Meg. You can find me on Twitter at Narnia's Pants, where I screech about being a music educator in the hellscape that is Texas, and as well as TTRPGs. Tomorrow I have a game with tea, like the beverage, TRPG, for a fundraiser game for Gleason, which is like an education, an LGBTQ education program that really helps with the youth and helping make sure that everything is inclusive for them while they are in school. That game will be in all Leo's Good Society, because it wouldn't be Leo season if we didn't make it about us in the zodiac calendar. So we're there, and that's 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. And then Tuesdays you can catch me in my regular game of Rise of Nyarlathotep, which is a horror and very, very homebrewed D&D 5e game that we're actually playing a completely different system. It's not even D&D at this point. We switch systems a lot. But we are playing a game that I always forget. I think it's Petticoats and Proposals, and it is written by somebody who is in the Critical Bits cast, and it's a lot of fun. So that is 6:30 Central over on Ballad of the Seven Dice. You can also help me out right now through my Amazon list and my Ko-fi that are both currently up on my page, just as I try to fundraise and get stuff set up for my classroom as we jump back in 8 days. So the sooner I can get stuff in and get my room set up, the quicker and the better. And I appreciate everybody's help that has already helped. I got some crayons and I got a little too excited about it yesterday. So
All right, always fun. And the first of us to die, surprisingly, I knew it was all gonna go downhill as soon as that happened. Hamna, it was great. What do you have going on? Where can we find you?
Yes, my name is Humna. I use any and all pronouns, and I am a live TTRPG performer. Yes, fun fact, I did not actually die in the game. Uh, And yeah, you can find me on Twitter at @shahid_, where I talk about all of the different projects that I'm a part of. I'm on a variety of different campaigns on a variety of different channels, so Twitter is really the best place to know where I am at any given point in time. Tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, I will actually be over at D20 Deathmatch playing a one-shot over there. If you like 1v1 PvP with lots of chaos in a gladiatorial style arena, you should definitely join. It's going to be a lot of fun.
All right, awesome. And of course, the reason we're here, the fun story that has been told today, and a fantastic game that you can pick up yourself. Sandra, tell us about that.
Yes, you can find this game and some other things that I've made on H, and the things that I are occupied with on Twitter under Sandra Catherine. I like game design, GM, player, writer, anything that has to do with. I think horror has become a bit of my niche in the last couple of months. But I'm finding that dark spot over there of the internet with Vampire the Masquerade is something I really love playing and doing, but also designing some fun, darker horror type of games. So yeah, you can find that on Twitter and on H as well.
All right, awesome. Well, it has been a blast having all of you here on the channel for this. I had a lot of fun with this game, but we are not done yet. We're gonna go dark for about an hour or so, and then we'll be back for the second part of this horror double feature, a sci-fi horror with some aliens. That will be at 6 p.m. EST. So go get something to eat, go stretch, whatever you need to do, but go tell people about the rest of the evening we have going on here, because we are very close to the goal I was hoping to get for our next giveaway, at the very least, our $500 goal. And today is the last day of this month of One Shots charity drive. I would love to get as much as we can in on this last day, so I can, get these donations out to, who needs them, where they're going: the National Abortion Federation and the Center for Reproductive Rights. So I'm going to go, we're going to go do all of that. It even feels weird doing a wrap up here, because I know I'm going to be back in only an hour. But for that hour, everybody stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, keep having fun, keep checking back here at the People's Ascension for more Month of One Shots charity content. And I don't even know how I can tie in my usual heart tomatoes, because it was so gloomy. When you come across a spooky cabin in the woods, maybe a little B&B, whatever it is, there's always the possibility it's haunted. The best way to appease the ghosts that are assuredly haunting this old decrepit manor is to plant a nice little side garden of heart tomatoes, because everyone loves heart tomatoes. Good night, everybody. We'll be back in an hour for some aliens.